Farmers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Now, people will say, myself every year be the budget bar. Budget are ever bought or minor home by the subsequent year. The bar. Now, if you ever say, and I feel budget we the minority in parliament may say some budget we be and you say a pass because of the or how any amateur and the better Ghana for. Now, only a press conference, no my young corner, young kuti, the Omokayano. You are at Twaso.
As you may be aware, the insensitive Akufo-Addo government is also seeking to introduce a new raft of draconian tax measures on the already impoverished Ghanaians on the back of the 2024 budget. These tax measures, which are currently before Parliament, include the following: an imposition of VAT on non-life insurance such as motor or car insurance, marine insurance, fire insurance, building insurance, goods in transit. Let me take this again. You may be aware that before Parliament, there's a number of tax measures already that the minister responsible for finance, representing His Excellency the President and the Vice President Alhaji Bawumia, has submitted to Parliament for approval. And some of these taxes include the following: they are imposing a VAT on all non-life insurance, such as motor cars. So if you are going to buy car insurance, you pay VAT. If you are buying marine insurance, you pay VAT. If you are buying fire insurance, you pay VAT. You pay VAT on your building insurance. You pay VAT on goods in transit and many more non-life insurance. He has also imposed 5% VAT flat rate on residential and commercial real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghanaians should get ready to pay 5% VAT anytime you buy a house from an individual or a real estate company. Going forward, if this law goes through, the VAT before Parliament goes through, if you intend to buy a house, get ready to put 5% aside for President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia, because every house you buy going forward, you will pay 5% VAT on the quantum of the amount that you are supposed to buy. So if it is 1 million Ghana cedis house you are buying, you will pay 50,000 Ghana cedis to President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia. He's also imposing taxes on textbooks, VAT on textbooks, exercise books, newspapers, publications, architectural plan, scientific and technical works, magazines, periodicals, calendars, trade catalog, price list, diaries, and stationery. So including pens, stationery including pen and paper, you pay VAT on them. They are also imposing VAT on domestic air travel. So if you are going to Kumasi, Takoradi, or Tamale, and you decide to use aeroplane, you will pay VAT on those products. Passion, our whatever. All domestic airlines will now attract VAT. Imposition of VAT on domestic transportation of passengers by road, rail, and water. So if you charter a car, get ready, you will pay VAT. There's no strong railway system, but it says the rail and water as well. You end up paying VAT. There's an increase in stamp duty rates across board. Again, there's a new tax measure also before Parliament called Excise Duty Amendment Bill, and the new Excise Duty Amendment Bill seeks to increase the excise duty on cider beer from 20% to 47% of ex-factory price. So those of you that consume things such as Savannah, you'll be paying Heineken, cider beer. It's going to go up from 20% to 47%, and of ex-factory price, same as Apeteshi. you pay 20% tax on apportation. I don't know how they are going to get the apportation tax from. The bill also seeks to introduce excise duty of 100 Ghana cedis per annum for all petrol and diesel vehicles. Diesel and petrol vehicles going forward, each one of them will be paying 100 Ghana cedis, and this is what they call the internal combustion engine vehicles. And this include all private cars, trotro, Uber cars, taxis, motorcycles, aboboya, prajia, okada, mahama kandu. All of them will end up paying 100 Ghana cedis. Mahama kandu, if you go to the north, it's very popular there. Mahama kandu, yellow. Then we have the okada, prajia, aboboya, motorcycles, taxis, Uber, trotro, articulators. Every car that uses diesel and petrol and registered at the DVLA, 100 Ghana cedis, no exemption. Ambulance, the car, including hers, all of them, you end up paying that kind of tax. This particular tax, as I've mentioned, is regressive, since all vehicles will pay the same amount of 100 Ghana cedis per year, whether you are using a V8 articulator or an Uber car, and that is how regressive the tax is. Why should someone that has the money and is able to buy V8 pay the same 100 Ghana cedis as the person that is using Okada or Prajia or yellow, okay, or Mahama Kandu? I mean, clearly it shows that this tax is nothing but a very regressive tax. Furthermore, the bill seeks to introduce excise duty of 100 Ghana cedis per ton of carbon dioxide emission by industry. So what this simply means is that if you are a company and you produce smoke, carbon dioxide smoke emission, they'll come and measure it. I don't know how they will measure it. And if they measure it, a ton of the emission, you pay 100 Ghana cedis. 1 ton, 100 Ghana. So if you produce 50 tons, 50 times 100, 50 times 100. So they will come there and measure the smoke, the wusu. If the wusu is that big, then they will give you 100 Ghana cedis. And probably they will use a size like that. And if it's that big, 100, that big, 200, another big, 400. So depending on the size of the wusu you produce, you will be paying tax of 100 Ghana cedis per ton. My colleague Honorable Adongo says this is a Nwusuo tax. Nwusie tax. It's a tax for smoke. And so be careful. Don't generate smoke in your bedroom, else you end up paying.
Wow, we the woman. Omaya amotre adokoye. Omaya enyi se ebia. Bibi na ebi si ye e ma amotre ba you. Omaya due to home activities and their reckless spending, anything, Amasika, as I say, only bought a man with Brano, says Sicano, I could be uncle, could be bottom. Anything, there's a say, when you are man, you find to my prefrano, yet. And I have not share Kodanda. I don't call mine, you could be the young family and fano. Yet that's only I almost say, one day. Budget or minor bra now budget no almost see over the BFN VAT VAT up to remember the brain so now VAT to a value added tax now edition for Senator Kaya. Let me take your memories back somewhere late 90s, I think 97, 98 thereabouts, by the then president John Rawlings, may he rest in peace. He introduced something we call the VAT, the value added tax. So at time we are not in difficult times like today, but the president then felt so. As I said, we introduced a Trubia, a bit me abwa, ama yedi abo or minor mobile. But then they put forward not open president, they do right from that time no. Or say he made an opening permit now. And need to organize demonstrations. a Muslim demonstration, you cry, organize here, but during the demonstration, he was at the forefront of the demonstration. Or now all grant interviews, all back can send about that now Jerry John Rollins about introduce,
The policies that the government has been implementing are policies that do not find favor with the general mass of our people, and that the mass of the people of this country have been systematically impoverished during the period of Rawlins's rule. It is not a point of view that has found very much favor in the parts of the world from where you come from, who have been pouring out an endless stream of how so many things wonderful were going on in Ghana.
And it's only demonstration is a kumipreku. Kumipreku chess, and on the officer team now said we were in difficult times by then. So there wasn't the need for any introduction of new tax. And now on the best stop and we say about organizing demonstration. And after the demonstration, we never in Sacrano Afimu Ashura Monkwa. Now fast forward and then so the kind of crowd look at what we are going through as a country and compare it to the previous regimes. The Hina Amotre Ados Party said, never. This is the time Amotre, in fact, this kind of difficulty is what we would term as unprecedented difficulties. I want you to hear our Ghana for also know. We are experiencing with that. Say, on my PND, really to me. Now, all this is all the policy pa, about, amount for your mobile in hand, you will be that, like we are seeing today. And it's, years back now, we proclaim valued added tax. The then president, Edeba, say, or the baby, boy, ama, or how I always so. A bit in our eye to say, to susu. You go out of your comfort zone to save because if you would like to use the money you are saving to buy, but because of the fact that you save, so by so doing, you are gearing yourself out of your comfort zone for a better future. It's all about so what I say, and until that time, that was the intention of the government by then. But the opposition led by people from the HSA, no, they did that. I'm all the demonstration. Now fast forward and me and just by mere coincidence. And we about your own activities. And we are plan the first one. When we use a mindful sikano, when we use papa something, a masikana, as I said, a back down, not every stabilizing your children, and I will tell you, sikano. When we see come, only keep this come. No one that say we go. We feel this come. Voting dollars akesi. Show we feel. But okay, and I need pay. Dia kanu. You now so. These are some of more activities. Emma sikana as I say. Amount for amount for no. And three standing back. Sikano. Ako nkwenye. Emma sikana she show passing. Emma sikana AC. Emma bomb and my citizens now, you need to tax. Yes, citizens now, when do you do a Jibusian Bano? Sikan you know first war, and a year there, and a woman, and that's all I will say, baby, that now, the Kufado, Your Excellency, the same that now, years back, fight against and through that, you must produce your lives. What's the one that same value added tax, ever other years so? Adaya, you're watching as I said, your Bob boy seems to carry for send a day, Binisika, Abiabo, or mine of buying. Now, the woman said, Sika be back. Since this government on back power, Sika be back, women and says, can only at the end. Sika only at the end. Osha Sika, government winner, there is no regime, our back. Abetina. The presidential situation are waiting in this supporting sir, if not this particular regime. Now you ask yourself, say, Yama won't be saying Kanayano, woman can eat. It's all about sloganeering. one district, one factory, planting for food and jobs. And if you almost TV communicators, almost can also the impact yeah amount for Nina up to now. You also cry goose, you also cry in the if you outside. Now so be the cassette and you be planting for food and jobs at Pantino. Definitely a achievement. One can say now some say a thousand people say into one number one to fa and wow. Some of them are not other kinds nice sumptuous policies. Policies are a thousand policies are non-some woka na mo de data amount for no na akonya ni mamwa and I say you vote into power policy no muntu wana mo papa bia muntu wana mo papa bia na so say no akonya no na mo be kan dia moya ma o man na policy a mo mo de aba ni say muntu wana mo no e no wana mo de tout mo na mo kan e na planting for food and jobs and I say yet when you go so kan dia ni if you are good ba planting for food and jobs no and who for so cry anything obi be say impact be na every abre o minor na every impact abre o minor anka ahuche ho ni be cost akosa ho chi mu ama so one district one factory ah wo se mo dia bi mo na mo se otena communicator we say about 100 factories but na this year another person just come up and mention any figure 50. The MPP cannot tell you the number of factories they claim they built. All because they say there will be something called one district, one factory. So they just mention them. I'm not free to me see me. I'm not free to me see by me up. Not only the talk say I'm not free in the factories. No more the talk say it's part of the one district, one factory. Part of the one district, one factory. Now, so factory, they are politically aligned with the CEOs of such factories. No man waka. When say, what buy net so they also be in area buy no, and then it be a normal tax waivers near the other. Normal to one district, one factory, Casapeco. Imagine Casapeco, ni na take Casapeco, and then MPP say Casapeco, no a factory, or Momodia by Ghana for. So, it is these are some of the things they've always been propagating as their achievements. You will not see the impact. We cannot tell the impact. You now where so now I'm not sure so what the tax what the budget ever. Some of the budget in the bar, you need the budget you want, young Osha. What the insurance, what the defense and value added tax up to all insurance, real life insurance, all insurance, so you insure, baby, so if you want to insure, you have to pay a tax on it. So you vehicle now insure, you have to pay tax on it. The PR to piano, yes, I had a up to so. I'm not sure you come no. It was for the Baunia, a large Baunia say, Omo family. The only plan say, Omo Yesika, Sikana, woman Yasikana, you fast one, Sikana, a Bushman not Bobby, then I use fast one. Woman say anything more. And you know, almost at the tax air players, so I don't have the Bushman, as I say, one Bushman Camper, every Sombina. It's yes, only when you say. They have to enforce more taxes on us to impoverish us. That's what they are doing. That's what they are doing. So say if you it doesn't matter the amount that we need to pay. You have to pay a value added tax of 5%. Yes. If we see if a factory, we can say yeah, produce be compromise we say now APF factory no crack no yes you dey tax. Just imagine and almost as to be about almost of internal combustion engine vehicle tax and also so one work if as a machine here automobile machine was a car and now motor pragia mahama can do and it's almost some TV. And also, so and not the tax act as well. Every year, piano, you are supposed to pay 100 cedis. Again, Yakoya na ye buy. Yakoya na ye buy. I want to you come and family. And I want to the exorbitant tax as I pay so. How do you expect us to survive? Government, how do you expect us to survive? I don't know the but I am so much surprised at some individuals in the parliament, especially from the majority side. About the parliament was said tax now, and now say budget now. Tax alimuma, say a patia. Ebe higher more, ebe ma ahoche, oyi me condemned abaye suno. You be up to good parliament or say, oh, Maba, don't count me. I am for the budget. Previously, every campaign. You were propagating what you can do to help with the citizens. Instead of their juicy promises. What Kasakwana said, the woman not drink crap, and I'm not cheap, no pay. Adena, with the nice policy never, and now, making more air question. Canada Japan, I am very disappointed in somebody like Canada Japan. Or you'll be another inspecting of her. But when you say Canada Japan on Kanokre, oh yes, I am sorry I have to say this. On Kanokre, I need to make us recently proud to the flag bearership presidential of the NPP, Ediana Canada Japan anka. Ediana Canada Japan anka. Canada Japan on mounted platform and some can and he said, Baunia, any Kufrado, Ama Amuchi, about the toy so man for with the suffer. With the suffer thing, maybe go where give me. According to the family saying Canada Japan, not the all can be could get or 3 years back before NPP, Edaba Palamo. Now, the dollar is 4 cedis. Now, dollar is 4 cedis. And it's a symbol of failure on the part of Onini government. Okay. Can you put a bill on a say? On one party, a Fadu, any Bamia 18, when they are not here, Abagana for so. And it means some all kind of say, Mamma to Abama Bamia, and as I said, Bamia, as I bar. Ọbẹ̀sà di àkókò pìlẹ̀ fún amótó àbámá ní oníwèé bí ọ̀yẹ̀ pragmatic leader ọ̀nọ́nà ọ̀nkasakwa ní ọ̀bẹ̀kẹ̀ bí i ọdí so ẹ̀yìn tí no Ghana for anase the government ẹ̀dẹ̀ ọ̀háw and difficulties abábẹ́tò Ghana for so tí no ọ̀tàgẹ̀tì Bawumia as one of the main cause because ọ̀nọ́nà ẹ̀ the vice president ọ̀kànsẹ́ wọ̀nyí nyinaa wọ́n yí ìyẹn no ẹ̀nà ọ̀sẹ̀ bí mìíràn akọ̀ parliament sẹ́ yẹn tó mi so àbá. And I say, excuse me to say, or we must have parliament to say, or what to about our budget now, every atmosphere, every the good for the Canadian Japan in the parliament, and then counting on oil for the budget. Oh, yeah. Let us say, Canadian Japan, so who president in here? So who preaching here, and I want to be kind of chrono, by and yes, say Canadian Japan, honorable, who preaching here. And now says all present to swapper now attain a certain position and no to come create extra ban say no says anyway whatever the government decide no whether good or bad no you are for them. Oh yes or now you are not honest with the people. Oh yes or now who to do create man for Canada Japan you have few followings. I don't agree piano some kind of actions no as say a tally so you cannot criticize. Then when it comes to where it matters most, we will not see the impact. No, we don't do that. Proud to the presidential race of the NPP, no. If you can send the Biana, they really do to say, Papa, you can't clear. Or one party suit, then I can't clear. It's your moon, you need to say, Yakacha. So, who kick it, what is the power? Uko places are for the baby now what waiter. When I will say I'm not free diani. So it was all because of opportunity. We are to number one fan of parliament, I want to commander a abele awo bawe ode to yeso no what's our parliament was a young kind on us for say you have taxes as we go to fear on 5% afibia nwa we use vehicle e use fuel and diesel either motor pradia any form of vehicle dey use diesel motor every month dey need 200 Ghana factories here duma on taxes upon taxes even bia what the tax are so if they are not able to come with other tax VAT also this is the time I hear there some service only to be sorry and a part will be deep for the whole day cannot any day. I'm telling you people are killing themselves because they do not have hope. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to have for bread. Not say the budget we have budget in the tax no one not opportunity parliament say a year pass it. Now I'm not telling somebody so I just have to now can you say we are very remorse of your previous experience. I just have to what now we train for a year and over no now you hear parliament we tell you do not talk now you tell our council so only share no Ghana for can finally we buy an teacher yogurt during the limited registration we teacher yogurt to symbolize say who go man to you to amount say Ghana for you no I just have other the change yogurt any plantain chips it na so akoto abama no na ka yin so when you be a course some time past no say na wapa no o ba the to yama say na be ya be say na jide wo bi wo so wo do aso awo akoto na parliament o say budget a every how that is ali mi ma ye bi o sa akoto o say yan to so o to so aba na be effective na awo chen enyo mo ya na wa sa akoto na the record na competition say yes am to so aba now the record enough for no I don't want to believe say they will be feeling themselves all the time. Nipa die say utia opasia baby we pray ba complain you and to asom prensa. Na the record enough for no so omo be akosi so omo fa to Obama wa eno die eyo mo mtetete. Oh yes. Obi to say Katie Hammond say bibi koso Obama na say you fu ye be yo kape nwa akuna mu di atem. All you do is to be insulting anybody that criticizes this government. Katie Hammond. This is what you've been doing. You are now the trade ministry. And what is going on in the ministry? When you mount podiums, what you talk about is measures, policies that will help keep the difficult situations we, the citizens, are facing. You come up with what is seen from there. You see, the NPP parliamentarians, all of you should bow down your heads in shame. You are a disgrace to politics. Yes. You are a disgrace to politics. You people, you are very insensitive. You don't think about the plight of the citizens. Very, very bad on your side. And yet, this year, and a majority of the NPP parliamentarians, the majority in parliament, and I can say, the finance minister on board one day, it's really finance minister in Firo, nothing from there, because the activities of the finance minister have impoverished Ghanaians, so therefore, he should be taken off for a new person to I feel the say. And this same minister, what the budget are not children, every other, Masa, as one more capacity, no. You are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. All of you, bow down your heads in shame.
After 8 years, today our economy is in decline. Where did the brighter days go? You cannot achieve brighter days with mismanagement, incompetence, and corruption.
Let us say, when I want to the be any no wonder anything a good campaign na the election no much discuss you can only teach no I pay the to say appreciation because you are going to vote for me. I'm giving you this as an appreciation, and if that happens, nothing else. Some of them no and mama say politicians now when you eat our money, it's not it, sir. It's not it, sir. Look, my final statement, Ghana for the person can't send with Remo. They are saying we can't by the because worker. Look, you people, you have to ask questions. Look, party there, we bit my jump party, we bit my jump party. And I said this, so man, no papa crown it if you. So already be now. Sometimes you know what you know, man, what you catch on man, what you catch papa said that. But being no man, papa any issue that because you know me on life before the maybe not so definitely you will complain. So why not say party open house and company BB balance or any air how as a how man say how you do so what do you quickly ever come in you say no they are all any say they don't come as a back to you next time I was about also you am party to you na this time I'm buy no on me baby and now yeah excuse me pray say yama politics and I say party politics I can say I hate to say a family there. It is a tea piano. Say party in one more to Obama. Look at what is happening. Anyway, it's a Ghana for me catch them. Yes. Say no better to Obama in that Moma mini in that hole. Nanketis could be abolition almost trillion. We be abolition 200 and something billion. Why you not be free? We have a bushman trillion. Now, so you and I say, Sika, Abana catch it and where will be the president. No, Sika Abana catch it more than trillion. Dear one or the other. So I pay as I can as I can say to your tax. You see, the e-levy. Now they better years, e-levy because we go because of unprecedented IMF. We need to know the e-levy better years. Now, this I will say. IMF no call now one call no call any local in Sakana. Even here, we live for baby. Covid buyer, or see what man is so free, or okay, or say you know, Saturday, or the Covid tax at the tax, so every tax in our plan, why you check at the right time. Yet you know, this regime, one man be buying. The same way if any other government back now man Koswa, this energy, this is what we are going to be doing next for. So you pay for you keep them on their toes because at the end of the day, you need to need continue to because they need to meet your tax. We see we are not pay the banner. We are team whom all in the name of saying your tax amount by when you go to tell me. Then I want to talk. No, we will talk. We will talk. And I have to say my hit too much. Let me just calm down. Minya should be calm, Kaja. Maybe we might just now. It's intentional up and down. But let me be on my area. Seriously, let me be on my area. I think say the baby here for now. Let me just say hi to one or two people. Then we bring today's episode to an end. And in doing that, let me start with a congratulatory message to one or two people. First one, Honorable Libya, a quick man to the whole USA. Congratulations on your victory in the just recent assembly election. I knew you will make it, and indeed you made it. Congratulations, and I know so you will not disappoint your people. And Honorable Jade, you also did so well. I congratulate you, and you guys to keep the fire burning. Keep on doing what the people require of you, so that at the end of the day, we all laugh once again. Thank you all for making up time to watch this episode, and I urge you to subscribe to Kojo TV or Roy Studios. Hit the notification button so that you can get all the videos that will come out again, the subsequent ones. And moreover, try and subscribe. It is very important. Mon subscribe. Now, if you mon fa mo comment in your comment section. I will be a fambra so that we can make a headway. Thank you so much for having time with us once again. And as usual, I cannot leave you without giving you a $1,000,000 salute full of blessings and good fortune. Bye bye. Peace out.